Hey guys, it's me ASMR here, and today I'm going to be reading a Kenma Kozume Ex-Listener. This is part 2 to the I'm Not a Game series. I'm really sorry for posting so late. I kind of was going to record at 5, and then I kept messing it up, so I had to keep redoing it, and then I had to go make dinner for my family. So now it's 6, so here we are. Yeah, sorry for posting late, guys. I didn't mean to, but kind of lose track of time. So now, without further ado, I also did say this was going to be a 7-part series, but it's actually going to be more because I'm splitting it up differently. So now, without further ado, let's get right on into the video. Can't you rely on me? Buying a peach-flavored water, you hold the cold bottle in your small hands. You find an empty bench, resting underneath a large tree in front of the entrance of the large courtyard. Sitting down, you feel your drowsiness return, familiar sigh escaping your lips. Tiredly, you unscrew the cap of your water bottle and take a sip, leaning your back onto the bench and closing your eyes. Feeling the wind gently breeze through your hair, you make the mistake of closing your eyes, exhaustion and anxiety pulling you into a slow slumber. Kenma and Kuro step out from the other side of the courtyard. The two walk towards the center. "Do you even know where to look?" Kenma says slowly under his breath. Kuro shrugs, catching the side of his face. It can't be that hard to find her. His narrow eyes slowly scan the courtyard. His eyes land on something underneath the large tree in the middle of the courtyard. Found her, that was easy. Kuro grins from ear to ear, heading over to your sleeping form. Kozume is slightly surprised at how easily you were to be found, his footsteps following behind Kuro's. Kuro tilts his head to the side as he walks closer to you, noticing your closed eyes. "Is she sleeping?" Kuro whispers to Kenma. Kenma lazily looks over to you, noticing your slow movement of your chest. "Looks like it." Kuro's gentle smile reappears as he looks at you. "She looks just like the girl I remember 8 years ago." "You'd watch her when she was sleeping?" Kenma raises his eyebrow, questioning Kuro with a weird look. Kuro clenches his teeth, whisper yelling, "Shut up, you're making it sound weird. YN and I were pretty close when we were kids. We'd often tire ourselves out when we were running across the courtyard. It was normal for both of us to take naps together while her mom made us lunch." Kenma nodded his head slowly, returning his attention back to you. "So you two were that close?" Kenma murmurs. Kuro nodded his head, carefully taking a step closer to you. "You wouldn't fall asleep this defensively, YN. You shouldn't fall asleep this defensively like this, YN." His voice was a soft whisper. He extends his hand towards you, his fingers gently moving your hair away from your eyes. Kenma silently watches Kuro. He had never seen Kuro treat someone so delicately. He's seeing a new side to Kuro that he's never seen until you showed up. "You should be careful, Kuro. You might wake her up and make her angry," Kenma whispers. "I can take care of her," Kuro chuckles warmly. Kenma stares at Kuro with surprise. "I've never heard you laugh like that before." Kuro grows flustered from Kenma's analysis, a blush forcing its way onto Kuro's face. "Or that," Kenma points out Kuro's blush. "Shut up, Kenma." Kuro speaks a little too loud, startling you awake. You knit your brows together from the voice. You slowly flutter your eyes open to see Kuro standing in front of you. You bolt awake, glancing at Kuro. "Shit," Kuro mutters under his breath when he sees you awake. He raises a hand up to greet you. "Nice to see you again, YN." You narrow your eyes on Kuro. "Were you watching me sleep?" Kuro staggers, unsure how to reply to you. You take the silence as a yes and groan under your breath. Mentally, you curse yourself for falling asleep so easily. "You should be more careful next time, YN. Who knows what could have happened to you if I hadn't noticed that you were sleeping," Kuro says towards you. Biting your lower lip, you stand up. "I don't need to hear that from you. I know I shouldn't just fall asleep randomly in public." You didn't expect to fall asleep so easily like that. Feeling embarrassed and annoyed, you begin to walk away. Kuro grabs your wrist, just like he did yesterday. "Are you gonna act like you don't want me?" "What?" Oh, yikes. Okay. I said that. Oh my god, I read that wrong. Oops. Sorry. "Are you gonna act like you don't know me, YN?" Kuro asks you with his tone slightly hurt. You pull your wrist back. "We're not the same people that we were when we were kids, Tetsuro." Kuro stubbornly grabs your wrist again, tugging you towards him. You angrily flick your eyes towards him and you notice his piercing gaze. "You're lying. I know the girl that you used..." Oh, accidentally went to the other fucking paragraph. Okay, let's pretend I didn't do that, guys. Sorry. You're lying. I know the girl I used to know is still you. The two of you glare at each other in silence. I don't know what happened to you, but I'm still here for you, YN. Can't you rely on me? Kuro shouts at you. You falter slightly from his booming voice. For a second, you feel your imaginary crack in your wall. You feel an imaginary crack in the wall that you've built up, but you quickly pull your wrist back. I've been fine without you for the last 8 years, Tetsuro. I doubt I crossed your mind until yesterday. You have other worries to worry about, don't you? You speak coldly towards Kuro, your eyes flickering over to Kenma behind him. The irritation in Kuro's face loosens. Kenma tugs on the back of Kuro's shirt. Kuro, you should give her some space. Kuro grunts, his eyes still staring at you. Listen to your best friend. You speak lowly, turning your back to Kuro and walking yourself back to class. When you're out of Kuro's sight, he loudly groans, his hands clenching into fists at his side. Why is she acting like that towards me? Kuro messily runs his hands through his spiky hair. Kenma quietly eyes Kuro's frustrations. Are the two of you close? Kenma speaks out to Kuro, who is now pacing back and forth with a dark glare. I doubt she's changed that much just because of her mom passing away. There has to be more to it. Hey, are you ignoring me? Kenma says with his signature deadpan expression. Kuro turns to Kenma. Sorry, what are you saying, Kenma? Kenma sighs. Does last name know you a lot, Kuro? Does last name mean a lot to you, Kuro? Kuro stares at Kenma in silence, stopping his back and forth pacing. He lowers his hands from his hair. Yeah, she was my first love. Kuro lowers his eyes to the ground, a melancholy smile on his face. Kenma's eyes widened at Kuro's answer. He was surprised. Fake confidence. Kenma returns to class after parting with Kuro. He notices YN's face as she was hiding it with her arms crossed over the table. Quietly, Kenma sits down next to her, and he takes a glance. Kuro's first love. I wonder what she was like before. Kenma's only opinion of her was that she was angry, or that she was quick to get angry if it's Kuro speaking to her. She remains distant with everyone else. Kenma turns his eyes away from YN. A few more students fill in the classroom, returning to their seats after lunch. A group of male students glance over at YN. Did you hear that she already has a nickname circling around the school? What is it? Ice Princess. The group quietly snickers. Who even gave her that nickname? It suits her though. She has a pretty face, but she's way too unapproachable. I saw someone say that she rejected Kuro during lunch. Really? She's pretty bold to reject the captain of the volleyball team. Kenma's attention perks up from the conversation, his eyes narrowing towards the group. You overheard their conversation in front of you. Ice Princess? Rejecting Kuro? Who made up this nonsense? Raising your head up, you glare at the group of male students. Maybe you should stop spreading misinformation. The group turned their attention towards you. What was that? One of the guys was easily ticked off from your sharp tongue. They got up from their seats and walked towards your desk. The students hover over you, and you now straighten yourself up in your seat, your eyes unwavering from the glare that you are receiving. Kenma turns his head, speechless at the events happening in front of him. He was unsure if he should interfere. He tends to keep to himself, and he hates bringing attention. I said, stop spreading lies. Kuro didn't confess his feelings to me, so there was no rejection. I recommend for you to stop and check your statements before spreading such stupid gossip. You hold back the slight fear of being slapped by the guy in front of you, clenching your hands in your lap. The anger of the students flicker in their eyes more as you watch them clench their teeth. You may look pretty, but your attitude is sour. I'd hit you if you weren't a girl. You scoff under your breath, laughing at the guy, narrowing your eyes as you taunt him. Hit me. I like to see you try. Your fingernails dug into your palm as your knuckles turn white. You were unsure why you were pretending to be so confident when, internally, you were the complete opposite. The guy raises his arm up, and a loud sound of the chair squeaking fills the tension. Kenma stands up from his seat, extending his hand in front of your face. The two of you glance over at Kenma. Kenma eyes the male student with his usual empty glare. Kozume? The other students stare at Kenma with surprise. I suggest you don't hit her. Kenma mumbles towards the angry classmate. You watch the male classmate give in easily, clicking his tongue as he glares at you one last time before returning to his seat. Kenma lowers his hand as he sees the student sit down. Then he sits back down next to you. Your eyes slowly look over at Kenma with surprise. Why did he step in? You shouldn't taunt someone when you're that scared. Kenma speaks slowly to you. His eyes glance over to your tightly clasped fists. You quickly loosen your hands and lower your eyes. Kenma's heart races, his chest tightens. He was also scared, but his body moved too quickly, and he just wanted to wing it. He's hypocritical in his own words. Thank you, Kozume. You sincerely thanked him, feeling the anxiety in your palms still. Kozume looked over at you from the corner of his eyes, a saddened expression written all over your face. He nods his head silently, his opinion of you slowly changing. The remainder of the day quickly passes after your confrontation with the angry male student. The sweet sounds of the bell rings throughout the school, and that brings relaxation to your shoulders. The end of the school day is finally here, and you wanted nothing more than to go home right now and relieve your distress. Your hands quickly throw your belongings into your backpack, and you leave the classroom. Kenma watches you disappear out of the classroom door. His eyes then flick over to your desk, noticing your phone laying inside of your desk cubby. He places his backpack over his shoulders and reaches inside of your desk to grab your phone. He hurriedly walks out of the classroom, but you're nowhere to be found. Kenma sighs under his breath, walking out of his second ear wing. Kenma! Kuro shouts out to Kozume, running up to him. Ready for practice? Kuro notices an unfamiliar phone in Kenma's hand, his eyebrow raised. Did you get a new phone? It's a bit girly. Idiot, it's not mine. Wyan left it here. Kuro's attention perks up when he hears Wyan's name. Well, where is she? I can give it back to her. Kuro looks past Kuzume's head. She ran off in a hurry. Who knows where she is right now? Well, obviously she's going home. Let's hurry up and find her before she gets on the train. Kuro starts running towards the school entrance. Kenma mentally sighs. He's doing a lot of things that he dislikes since Wyan appeared. He willingly runs after Kuro, clutching Wyan's phone tightly. Boom! I'm also going to be posting an Oikawa video today because the person that writes me fanfiction wrote an Oikawa one and I want to read it for them. But yeah, this is part 2 to the series. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you did, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. As I said before, I'm sorry for posting late. It might be early for you, I don't know your guys' time zone, but for me it is late. So I'm sorry about that. I'm going to try to get back on track, but I do have school, so the post would probably be about 4 if I get my time back on track. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time I post a video. And also make sure you're, watching out for my community tab posts so you guys can, vote on, you guys can tell me which videos you want in a voting poll instead of, the comments, because it makes it a lot easier. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!